Good morning and once again welcome to our YouTube channel DVUPS for View. First of all, I regret for making such a long delay in the presentation of English classes. As you know, nowadays the COVID cases are increasing in a rapid scale and almost many areas have become containment zones. That's the reason for this painting. Now, let's continue our English class for Standard 7. We have already completed the first part of our first unit, the child's journey to see the river. We have done the textual activities also. Here we have some one or two activities related to prepositions. You can watch the English tutorial related to prepositions by our headmaster and have a deep knowledge of that part. Now, let's move on to the next part of our first unit, that's a poem. First we have studied a story and here we have a poem written by William Blake. Then the name of the poem is The Echoing Green. The Echoing Green. What comes into your mind when we say the color green? Yeah, of course, we will think about our nature. The nature is the good example for the color green. Here in this poem, the poet says about the nature, the repetition of different seasons, then our relation to the nature. Please go through the lines. The echoing green. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. Old John with white hair does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. They laugh at our play, and soon they all say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time, were seen on the echoing green. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend, and our sports have an end. Round the laps of their mother, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, are ready for rest, and sport no more seen on the darkening green. Did you get any idea? I think all of you have taken your textbook in your hand and this is on page number 21. Please go through the lines and try to find out the meaning or the idea conveyed in the poem. Then I believe all of you have gone through the lines. Then have you any idea about the poem? Did you get any idea? Okay, let's go through the lines once more. The echoing green. The echoing green. Echo. All of you are familiar with the word echo. Then when we use the mic, we can hear the echo of our sound. Here the poet says about echoing green. That means the green is echoing or the green is repeating. Echoing means repeating. The repetition, it may be the repetition of seasons or the repetition of times, like that. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The sun does arise. That means the sun rises. When the sun rises in the morning, all the things, all the creatures will be very happy and the birds will come out of their nest and they chirp around the sky in their happiness. Here also the poet says about that happiness at the time of sunrise. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. What's merry? Merry means? Haven't you heard Merry Christmas? What's the meaning of merry? Happy. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. Everywhere we can see the happiness. What's that happiness for? To welcome the spring. Spring means is a season. The season when we celebrate our Onam, the spring season. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush. Skylark, thrush, these two are the birds. They are different types of birds. Then the birds of the bush. They are seen in the bush or the trees. Sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound. These birds, skylark and thrush, they also will be very happy and they will sing louder around. They will sing louder and fly around to express their happiness. While our sports shall be seen on the echoing green. All these things can be seen while our sports shall be in the echoing green. What's the meaning of that two lines? Our sports, that means at the time of spring season or at the time of vacation, what you will do? That's not related to this vacation. Almost all your holidays will be celebrated with your friends in the green. Isn't it correct? Yes, all of you will go outside and play with your friends. That may be under the trees or near some rivers, like that. Here also, at the time of spring, we can see our sports on the echoing green. Echoing green means when at the time of spring season, the plants will be green. Then after some seasons, they will lose their greenery, they will lose their leaves. But again, after some time, they will recover their greenery. That's meant by this echoing green. Old John with white hair does laugh away care. Old John with white hair. Can you guess the age of that man? Is he a young man or an old man? Yes, of course, he is an old man. Old John with his white hair. The white hair represents his age. Does laugh away care, sitting under the oak among the old folk. Where is he sitting? Where is old John sitting? Old John is sitting under the oak and among the old folk. He is with many other old people, among old folks. Among old folk. They laugh at our play and soon they all say they are watching the children playing on the greenery, and they will laugh when the children make some mistakes or they make some mischiefs. When the children make some mischiefs, they will laugh. The old people will laugh, and soon they all will say, such were the joys when we all, girls and boys, in our youth time were seen on the echoing green. These 4 lines shows their nostalgic feel. When they watch the children playing under the green, they will remember about their own youth time and they will miss that time. Oh, when I was a child, how happy I was. I had no worries. I played a lot with my friends, with my girlfriends and boyfriends. All were very happy. We have no worries, like that. So, when old John and his friends look at the children playing on the greenery, they will think about their own young time. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. The sun does descend and our sports have an end. Till the little ones weary, what's weary? Become tired, become very tired. Till the little ones weary, no more can be merry. When they are very much tired after a long time playing, the children became very much tired. So, they may not be merry or happy. The sun does descend and our sports have an end. The sun does descend. That means the sun descends. What is descent? Are the opposite of ascent. Ascent means to come up. Descent means to come down. The sun descends. That means the sun sets. The sun sets and our sports have an end. No one can play at the evening time or when there is darkness. So, when the sun descends, the sports have an end. They will be forced, the children will be forced to stop their play. Round the laps of their mother, many sisters and brothers, like birds in their nest, and are ready for rest. At the night time or at the evening time, all the children will take rest like the birds take rest in their nest. Here the children will take rest around the lap of their mother. Around the lap of their mother. The children will be secure in their mother's lap. So after a long time playing, the children will become very much tired. And when the sun sets, the children will return to their home and they will rest. And they will rest on their mother's lap. And sport no more seen on the darkening green. The darkening green, that means the night time. When the daytime we can see the greenery. Then when the sun sets, we can see dark everywhere. So in the dark time or in the night time, there will be no more sports. So at that time, we can't see any sports or no more seen. Sport no more seen on the darkening green. In these lines, through these lines, we can find out the poet's thoughts about the children and his young age. Here, the poet describes the thoughts of the old John. The thoughts of old John, who is missing his young age. All of you go through these lines once more. You can go through these lines many times and find out the meaning and understand the idea that's conveyed in the poem. That's conveyed in the poem. And now let's move on to the questions. Here are some textual questions. Page number 22. What does the expression the echoing green suggest? What does the expression the echoing green suggest? We have already discussed it. Echo means the repetition. Echoing green may be the repetition of seasons, like that. Is old John happy? Pick out the line to support your answer. Is old John happy? Yes, of course. Old John is very happy. Then go through the poem and find out the lines which convey that idea. Why are the little ones no more merry? At the daytime, the children were very much happy. They were merry. They were singing or they were playing merrily. But here the question is, they are no more merry. Why? You all know the answer. Why? Why? It's the evening time and the sports have an end. What effect does the descending sun have on sports? What effect does the descending sun have on sports? That's given directly in the poem. You can go through the lines and write the answers. Where do sisters and brothers take rest? At the evening time, the children take rest. Where do they take rest? What does the speaker mean by the darkening green? What's meant by darkening green? We have already discussed it. Now, next is, in Malayalam, the poets use different types of poetical devices like alangaram, vrittam, etc. In English also, the poets use different poetical devices. Then among that poetical devices, we are going to discuss about alliteration. We are going to discuss about alliteration. Have you heard about the consonant sounds, the vowel sounds and consonant sounds? Vowel sounds, swaraksharangal. Consonant sounds, vyanjanaksharangal. Then words, there are different types of words, number of words in English. Some of them will begin with vowel sounds, some with consonant sounds. Then the alliteration means the words starting with consonant sounds and the adjacent words will start with the same consonant sounds. Did you get the idea? Alliteration means in a line two different words, that means two adjacent words. The words should be adjacent. Adjacent means nearby words. First word, second word, third word. These three are the adjacent words. Then maybe the first and second and third, like that. These words will begin with or start with the same consonant sound. That is called alliteration. For example, in this poem, we can see that the birds of the bush, the birds of the bush, the sound B is repeated. Birds of bush, the sound B is repeated. That is known as alliteration. Don't misunderstand the repetition of the same letter B. That's not the repetition of letter. The alliteration deals with the repetition of same sound, not the letter. The sound is given importance, not the letter or the spelling. The spelling is not given importance. The sound, the pronunciation is given importance. Please go through the activity. Page number 22. Read the following lines from the poem, The Echoing Green. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sport shall be seen on the echoing green. Here we can find out the examples of alliteration. In the sixth line, the sound B is repeated. And can you find out another example from that? Yes. In the ninth line, we can see the repetition of the sound S, not S. The sound is S. The sports shall be seen. S. The sports shall be seen. In these three lines, in these three words, the sound S is repeated. Such repetitions are called alliteration. I believe all of you have a clear idea. All of you have got the idea, haven't you? Alliteration is the use of same consonant sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. Okay, now here is another activity for you. Next, page number 23. Identify the instances of alliteration in the lines given below and write them in the space provided. The swimmers swam and searched the sea. Special seashells hid beneath the sand. Children catch small creatures and set them free, screaming, splashing and skipping to the land. You can find out the alliteration very clearly. Please go through the lines and find out the instances. Then I would like to clarify one more thing. Look at the third line. Children catch small creatures and set them free. Which are the examples for alliteration in that line? Yeah, most of you will say children catch creature. In the last year also, children have said that children catch creature. Is it an example? Is children and catch alliterating words? No. While saying the word children, we use the first sound cha, children. Then for cat, we use ka. Ka is the first sound for cat and cha is the first sound for presenting children. So they are not alliterating words, but cat and creature, they are alliterating words because they start with the same sound. That's what I have already said. The spelling is not given importance. We give importance to the pronunciation. So, in the third line, the words creature and cat, they are the alliterating words. Did you understand? Yes, I believe all of you have got the clear idea about it. Then, next to that, we are all familiar with the rhyming words. What's rhyming? What's rhyme? When a poet writes the poem, the rhyming words will make or will beautify the poem. All the poetical devices are used to beautify the poem or the writing. Here, the rhyming words. What's rhyming words? The words ending with the same sound. The words ending with the same sound. Then alliteration. What's alliteration? Words beginning with same consonant sounds in the adjacent words. Now we are discussing about the rhyming words. Please go through the lines. Here are the lines given. All John with white hair does laugh away care. Then what about the ending words? Hair and care. Hair, care. They are different in spelling. H-A-I-R-C-A-R-E. They are different in spelling, but the pronunciation is same. Hair, care. Such words are called the rhyming words. Then sitting under the oak among the old folk. They too are another rhyming words. Then they laugh at our play and soon they all say. Play, say, another rhyming words. Then Joyce, boys, scene, green. All these are the rhyming words. Then please go through the full poem and find out the whole rhyming words in that poem and write down it in your notebooks. Write down all the rhyming words in your notebook. Then the examples of alliteration also. Here we are discussing, or the poet is saying about the evening time. The time when the children are spending their time on the echoing green and the old people watching them. When we read this poem or when we go through these lines, we can make some images in our mind. We can visualize the things. Which are the things that we can visualize? The children playing under the tree, then the old people sitting under oak tree. We can visualize all these things, can't we? Yes. So here are some more lines given for your task. The sun does arise and make happy the skies. The merry bells ring to welcome the spring. The skylark and thrush, the birds of the bush, sing louder around to the bell's cheerful sound, while our sport shall be seen on the echoing green. Then, which are the visual images that we can find out from these lines or the first stanza of this poem? Which are the visual images? Which are the visual images? Visual images means we can visualize that thing or we can picturize that thing. Listen, the merry bells ring to welcome the spring. Can we visualize that? The merry bells ring and welcomes the spring. No, we can't picturize them. We can just imagine them. Okay, but we can visualize the sun does arise or the sun rises, we can visualize that. That is called the visual images. The things or the images that we can present, the things or images that we can present. That is visual images, or we can picturize them. Okay, then find out. There is some other visual images in this poem. Please go through the lines and find out them and write it in your textbook and notebook. Then I believe you have got an idea about this class or about this poem. This is written by William Blake. The poem is written by William Blake and the name of the poem is The Echoing Green. It may be related to the repetition of seasons, the repetition of days, etc. The first stanza, the poet is describing about the morning time and the happiness that the sun provides to the whole world. And the second stanza, he is saying the experience of an old man who is enjoying or who is watching and enjoying the children's play, and he is thinking about his own younger times. Then the last stanza, everyone become tired and all of them stops their play at the time of sunset. Now go through these lines, write the question answers, then please make clear the idea of alliteration, the repetition of same consonant sounds in the adjacent or closely related adjacent words. Then next one, rhyming words, the words ending in the same sounds, and the visual images. All these things or all these ideas are presented in our poem, and let's conclude this session. Then I believe all of you have got an idea about this class or about this unit. Then please like, share and subscribe our channel DVUPS for you. Thank you.